Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be announcing today, as you saw from the title, that I'm going back to Disney World. I'm so excited to be announcing this to you all, especially after I did have to cancel a couple trips. I was originally supposed to go in January for Festival of the Arts and again over my March break, but unfortunately things came up and I was not able to go on those trips. So I'm really excited to be telling you 100% that I am going on my next Disney trip in May of this year. I am going on the trip with my mom and we are doing a very special Disney trip in a way that I've never done Disney before. And we are doing a mainly resorts vacation. So we are going to be staying at 7 different Disney hotels over 8 nights, which I know is absolutely crazy. I definitely don't recommend this to someone who has never been to Disney before or even just goes once a year, but I really wanted to explore Disney resorts. If you know me, you know I'm absolutely obsessed with Disney World resorts. I adore them. They are the best thing and one of my favorite things to go and do resort hopping and just hang out at the resort hotels. I love Disney World resort hotels as much as I love the theme parks, and I really wanted to be able to explore the different resort hotels. So I decided I was going to do a resorts only trip, and originally this was going to be a solo trip. I was going to go by myself, so I booked a bunch of hotels, and then once again my parents did have to cancel their Hawaii trip due to some cruise line restrictions. They were supposed to go on a cruise in Hawaii, so unfortunately they did have to cancel that. So when they canceled that, my mom has a ton of vacation days through work, so I just asked her if she wanted to come along on my Disney trip, and she said yes. So now we are going to Disney World together for a week and a day, which is really exciting. I told her you can tag along, but you need to be there to help me film stuff and help me take photos and all that stuff, and she was totally fine with that. I will still be doing some park days. Obviously the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival is going to be on. Since I was at the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival last time, my allergies have gotten a lot worse, so we're gonna see how that goes, but I'm really hoping to spend some time there. Additionally, the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind coaster, it was just announced today that it opens on May 27th. I will already be at home by May 27th. My annual pass actually expires May 26th, so my trip will already be over and done with, but I'm really hoping that I might be able to get an annual pass holder preview if they are offered. I'm really hoping they are offered, and I'll get to experience that coaster as well, which will be really cool. We're also staying at a couple deluxe hotels, so I'm really excited to be taking advantage of the extra magic hours that Disney offers at the nighttime, which is a deluxe hotel exclusive thing. So like the night we get there, for example, I'm gonna be able to stay in Magic Kingdom until midnight, which I don't know if I will because we'll be getting off of a really early flight, so I'll be up for a really long time. But I really want to try and see how many rides I can get on during the deluxe hours. May is usually a slightly less busy season than the summer because kids are still in school. So May usually has a little bit lower crowds, and May used to be the time when we used to go as a family all the time too, when I was like a little kid. So I'm really excited also to be able to experience the parks in May again. I haven't been in May since my college program. And I haven't been on a vacation in May since I was, I believe, 13 years old. As for the resort hotels, there's so many different things I want to do there, and we'll get into what hotels I'm staying at in a moment, but really I want to experience the dining options. I want to hang out by the pool. I really want to try relaxing at Disney instead of go, go, go all the time. I think relaxing at Disney, hanging out by the pool, really exploring the resorts and just taking in the atmosphere is something I'm really excited to do. I know there are a lot of really specialty foods at each of the resorts, so obviously I really want to try those. I'm really excited to stay in a lot of the rooms. There's, like I said, there's deluxe hotels on our list of things to do, and even some hotels that I've never even stepped foot on the property of before. So it's gonna be really cool to be able to experience those and also get content for you all, whether that be resort room tours. I do plan on structuring my content very different for this trip, so I do want to put more of a focus on TikTok, but also obviously vlogging the entire thing for you all. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe because those vlogs will be coming sooner than later. But instead of structuring it like a normal vlog, obviously I'm going to do my travel day as per usual because I know people love watching those. But I want to structure it like a for example, 24 hours at Disney's Riviera Resort and going through the point from when we check in until we check out, and that whole day. So it kind of covers 2 days in a vlog, but it's actually just one vlog, and then the next vlog would start that afternoon and go for the next until we check in and check out of the next hotel. And then also just creating a lot of other content. I haven't done one of those videos that's like my favorite Instagram spots in Disney for a while, so I think that would be really fun to do, incorporating all of the Disney World Resort hotels and so many other things as well. I have a lot of content planned. Now, as for what hotels I'm staying at, I'm sure you're curious, and I'm not going to list them in the exact order just for my own safety and privacy reasons, but because we are staying at so many different hotels, I can definitely share those with you. And I also wanted to share how I afford this, because I am on a college student budget. The entire thing cost me, for the resort hotel rooms, to be completely transparent, approximately 2,500 Canadian dollars, or around 2,000 US dollars, just so we're being completely transparent. And the hotel rooms we are staying at, the value ones we're staying at All-Star Music for one night. And I did choose this because I have a lot of ideas for the All-Star resorts. I want to check out All-Star Sports because I haven't been there since the pandemic started, and All-Star Music is the only All-Star hotel that I've never stayed at. I'm really excited. I'm kind of hoping we get the Broadway section. That's what I'm gonna put in a room request for, because the Broadway section is my favorite to go and explore and look at, and I think that would be so cool to stay in the Broadway section. And I was gonna choose All-Star Sports, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because not all the rooms there are renovated yet, and All-Star Music, the rooms are gonna be renovated, which makes me super happy. As for moderate hotels, we're staying at all but one of the moderate hotels. So we are gonna be staying at Port Orleans French Quarter. I've stayed at Port Orleans Riverside before, and to note, I've never stayed at any of the resort hotels that I'm gonna be staying at on this trip. I've stayed at a lot of Disney resort hotels. These are all ones I've never stayed at, so completely new experience. So Port Orleans French Quarter, I have stayed at Riverside, but French Quarter is honestly my favorite of the two. I know a lot of people really like Riverside, but I personally really like French Quarter. I think the atmosphere is just so cool, and I really, really love the lobby there. It's also just a smaller resort than Riverside. A lot of the modern resorts are really, really big. So I want to experience French Quarter and of course get beignets. We're then staying a night at Caribbean Beach, which is really, really exciting. I've never been to Caribbean Beach ever. I've never stepped foot on the property. I'm really excited to go and experience the atmosphere. I feel like there's so many colors at Caribbean Beach, and also the pool looks really cool with a pirate theme. I know they do have specialty rooms at Caribbean Beach, but we did just book a standard simple room. We'll see what kind of area we end up in. I'm really hoping it is close to the pool or the main building, even though we didn't get any sort of preferred room. And there's also the Skyliner at Caribbean Beach too. Not that we're really going to be going to the parks that much. Like I said, I have my annual pass, but my mom doesn't even have park tickets. So really we're gonna be focusing, like I said, really on the resort hotels. But yeah, Caribbean Beach is gonna be really cool. And then we're staying at Coronado Springs, and Coronado Springs, another hotel I've never set foot on. And we're actually staying at Coronado Springs 2 nights. And I booked this deal through hotels.ca. I had a free night, and then I paid for another night on top of that. And the reason I decided to do 2 nights at Coronado Springs is maybe we don't want to transfer hotels every night. It might be kind of nice to, you know, be able to relax for 1 full day at a resort without having to transfer all over the place. I really wanted to do Coronado Springs because it just looks so pretty there, and there's so much to do. There's so many different restaurants. The pool looks amazing. The property looks huge, but just so gorgeous. And I think there's just so much to explore at Coronado Springs, even though I've never been. But I'm really excited to go and finally be able to check it out. And then as for deluxe hotels, we're actually not staying at any deluxe hotels. All the hotels we have booked that are classified as deluxe are actually deluxe villas, which is really cool. So I was able to book all of these on the Disney Spring Room discount and get a really good deal for just studio rooms at each of the hotels. So like we've already talked about, I'm going to the Riviera Resort. I got an amazing deal on their Tower Studio room, which is just their very simple room. It doesn't even have a actual bed in it. The only bed is a pull down table or sofa bed. I'm not sure. It's like one of the ones that pull out of the wall. So that's the only bed that's there. So it was a cheaper room for sure, and it is a little bit of a smaller room, but the room is equipped with a lot of features. The bathroom is huge and gorgeous. Like, wow. I believe there's a little balcony, there's a microwave in the room, so we are going to be able to save a little bit of money on food by using the microwave in the various resorts that we have and little things like that. And also I'm really excited just to spend time at the Riviera. I've been trying to get a reservation for Topolino's on that day, but unfortunately at this point they've all been booked up, so we'll see if we're actually able to do that or not. Other than that though, the quick service there is amazing. I really want to try out the little coffee shop there because I've never done that, and so many other little things, just exploring the Riviera. Like, it's just the prettiest resort in my opinion. And then we have the Animal Kingdom Lodge Kidani Village, and we are staying at a studio villa there. We did not get a safari view, we just got the regular view room because once again it was the cheapest by far. So all of these we just chose the cheapest room category so we could still experience the resort. But there are a lot of viewing locations in Kidani Village, and there's a lot of different areas where you can view the animals. And the reason we chose Kidani Village was because of actually the pool area there. We had stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge Jumbo House in the past, and near the end of the vacation, every day we were going to the pool, we actually went over to Kidani Village because we loved the pool area there so much more. There was more shade, the actual pool itself we liked a lot better, and it was just way more of a relaxing atmosphere. So I really wanted to experience that again, and I thought what better way to do that than actually to stay at Kidani Village this time, because we could have stayed at Jumbo House actually for the same price, but I really wanted to try out Kidani Village because it's a little bit different. And then last but not least, we're going to be staying at Disney's Old Key West Resort, which is another one that I don't believe I've ever really stepped foot on the property of. I've never really explored Key West that much if I have been there, and once again Key West just seems like a really relaxing place to hang out. Their pool looks so cool with the little sand water slide. It's like shaped like a Mickey, which is something I really want to experience, and just once again that laid back atmosphere of it all. And then we are also doing, I believe it's called the Wilderness Back Trail Adventure Tour, and this is where you're able to go on segways and explore the Fort Wilderness campground. Now, my mom is the one who really wanted to do this tour, so I decided we can go and do it. So I got us 2 tickets for it and registered us for a date. It's really early in the morning. You have to go at like 8:30 in the morning and meet them at the Fort Wilderness campground, and they teach you how to ride on a Segway. I personally am kind of terrified to do this. I'm definitely like a very not outgoing person when it comes to that kind of stuff, so I'm a little nervous and terrified, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It was something my mom really wanted to do, so I thought we could go and participate in that. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot going on. I'm really excited to be going back to Florida and experiencing the resort hotels. It's gonna be like a new type of vacation for me, which is something I'm really excited for. So if you want to follow along, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel because we're going to be talking a bunch of pre-trip planning videos. I want to talk about my budget for the trip and how I planned everything. I want to talk about outfit planning. I want to talk about so many different little things before the trip, and then obviously we're going to have during the trip videos. So thank you again so much for watching, and have a magical rest of your day.